So we really want a golem, but we have to go rescue a dude's daughter first. So I guess we'll be good people, reunite the family, etc. after we level up Morgan. Who could really use some bitchin' death magic? Hell yeah. Let's turn that on.
Very well.
Reduces her magic a little, but still awesome. So anything that's dead within her reach, she'll just like absorbed with her awesome evil. Alright. Let's go find a little girl. I'm gonna sell her. Plants!
And I'm off. Yes.
Makes it look very windy. Some dust. And oh, that must be the guy he sent, who failed. Uh-oh. Oh, balls.
On it.
Get him! Oh, there he is. Come on, Alistair, suck it up.
Let's make this quick.
Defend yourself.
Ready for it. And that's it.
Gross. Ooh. A harvest festival ring. How lovely. I love new rings. I'll give that to Alistair. There you go. Very dashing. Ooh, treasure. Got a bunch of crap. But an injury kit, that's always
Going.
uplifting. Picking up some crystals. Alright, this doesn't look good. Let's go do a quick save.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree?
The hell?
I'd like to be in
What kind of
trees.
shithole cellar is this?
Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're
Okay.
playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
What? We? Who's we?
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
Okay, come on. You can bring your kitty.
I can't go. Kitty says she can't come, and I'm not leaving her. She'd be lonely.
Ooh.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
What? What?
Of course, silly.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
Yeah, okay. What are you
I am
really?
a cat, really. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
I find you very interesting.
Oh. Did you hear that, Amalia? I have
Kitty
another
yawn.
admirer.
That's because you're wonderful, Kitty.
I have been bound to this chamber for decades, cut off from all contact. It has been maddening. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
You mean possess her?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Yes. Let's see here. Let's do some lying.
Thank you. You are very gracious. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so
Great.
perfect and pretty.
Really perfect. Alright, I really hate this puzzle, so I'm going to unabashedly admit that I'm not really going to bother trying to figure it out because it'll take me forever.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
So I'm using a little guide so that I don't have to deal with all
Father
of
doesn't like
this.
cats, but he never met Kitty.
First, no. Tactics. No. How do I do the thing with the thing? Skills. No. I want to tell you dumbasses to stay still. Oh, here we go. It's over here. I'm not used to the PC version.
Kitty says
Oh,
Grandpa
thank God.
Wilhelm
I
locked
don't want
her up
them
in this
bugging
room.
me.
Isn't that awful?
Alright. Let's start. We gotta jump some flames for whatever bullshit trick this is.
Huh.
Right.
Kitty is my best friend.
Oh, right. And I'm off.
Down.
Huh. And I'm off. Yes.
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
Down.
Tell me a
Yes.
story.
Yes. And I'm off.
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
Let's see here. Yeah. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Betrayal! You will not take the girl. She is mine!
Kitty! You're scaring me!
Yes.
I won't let you inside me! I won't!
Run, brat, run. And Kitty. Ugh. All right. Boom. So we got some. Morgan disapproves. I'm not sure why. Because I saved the kid, probably. Alright, let's go fuck some shit up.
Done.
Get him! Ow.
I'm off.
Oh no, 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 no. Well, shit snacks.
Point me. I see. You forced our hands.
You know what, kitty? You've been bad.
Come and get it. Run while you can.
I don't think she's wearing pants?
Hey, whoops! Look up there. It's your time to die. Oh, you a fella,
Poor Alistair. Nailed it. And then Morgan ate her soul. I got some cool loots. And I saved a kid. It's a good day. It's a really good day. Oh, Eliana leveled up. Get you some more of that, and some more of that. Do. Get you a nice critical. Alright, let's roll. Oh, what did Alistair get for his troubles? He has a cracked skull.
As you wish.
No big deal. Oh, whoops. I almost forgot to tell everyone to come with me. Aw, come on.
Right. I suppose violence is bad. Carry on, let's do this quick.
Kitty is kind of immature. Boom. Not afraid of you. Okie dokie.
As you wish. Another battle axe. Let us end this! Try to be merciful.
Get her, Liliana. Come on, get him. Boom. Alright. Save the kid.
Did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. You'll need a phrase to activate Shale. It's Doolan hard. I wouldn't want the thing, but it's obvious you can handle yourself just fine. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
Yes. Alright, so now we finally get the golem. Where's the exit? There we go. Alright. Come to Mama. Dulanhan. Oh shit. Boom.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
How do you know I'm not a mage?
It thinks these crystals are simply for show, I see. Huh. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
What she said.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
No, not all of them.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
Didn't care for them, I take it?
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
Did you watch the attack?
Not as much as it would think. There was running and screaming, and then days and days of watching the Darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be something less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
Why are you calling me it?
Entrenched sense of perversity. The last one who held that damnable rod used to call me Golem. Golem, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Golem and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Golem, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
It certainly does, right in its hand.
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
What? Why?
Oh, go on. It will be fun.
Oh, yes. Hilarious. I don't like where this is going.
Then order me to stop, or go away, or just order me, please.
Then be silent.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken.
Oh, shit. So what now? You're gonna go on a killing rampage?
Don't be ridiculous. Well, I wouldn't mind killing the birds. Those evil birds and their foul droppings. I could crush them all. I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
Eat ya. I hadn't quite given it... Actually, there's no option here to be like, fight the freaking blight. But I can think of many uses.
May I ask what sorts of things it gets up to for which I could be so potentially useful?
I am a Grey Warden in need of aid against the blight.
It refers to the Darkspawn, the very creatures that destroyed this village.
Yes.
The Darkspawn are an evil that must be destroyed, it's true.
Yes.
Though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Was that not enough?
Not really. I hear you killed your former master.
Did I?
Yeah.
I remember that I had a former master.
Yeah.
The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did kill him. Perhaps the last order he barked was, Golem, stop crushing my head. Ah,
That is not a recommendation.
thankfully. I imagine that possessing a useless control rod will make it far less inclined to treat me similarly.
How do I know you can be trusted?
I have no idea. How does it trust anything else without a control rod?
My other friends aren't made of stone.
Fair enough. Then I promise not to sit on it accidentally or without sufficient provocation. Good enough?
Yes. Sure, come on.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
No, you're
I
still
will
a battering
follow
ram.
it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I am Vakarian. Pleased to meet you.
This should be interesting.
Woo! Chivo! We'll swap out Liliana for...
Blood and damnation.
Yes, for Shale for now.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
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 And now we have Shale, who's a suspiciously portable golem, but still very cool. Alright, I picked up a whole bunch of crystals for Shale. So, oh. Alistair probably doesn't like having his head bashed in. Baby. Alright, and the chipped crystals I've been picking up are actually for Shale. So let's see, we've got a little small array of various ones. Cold damage, fire damage. The really only good thing to know is if these match up, he gets like a bonus. Like the golem gets a big bonus to. So we can do nature or fire. Let's go with fire. Fire's cooler. Kinda looks like a ninja turtle. A really ugly, lumpy ninja turtle. Alright.
Back again?
It cracks me up that the people whose whole bodies are weapons become completely frosted. Which is pretty badass. So, apparently I missed this broken chest. Blasphemy. With a lightning crystal. Do. Oh, that's the place I came out of. Alrighty. We are tapped. Let's roll. We got a blight to stop. Mind-blowing, isn't it? It's a chicken. Really? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go back to camp and talk to Shale.
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
What? One of my options asked if he's flirting with me, but he's kind of a little bitch, so I don't really want to tease him. What's not to understand?
You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
Yes, there's some very subtle sexism overtones going on here. Let's see if you can pick up on what they are. Why not?
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
Fuck you. That's not a very comprehensive list.
The laborers, soldiers, and Ashkari are men. There is nothing else left.
That's not a universal truth. Some women fight. Like moi.
Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense.
You think they can't be... let's see here. I'll go with you. You think they can't be women because women don't fight?
Exactly.
I'm a woman and I'm fighting.
One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
But a person can choose what to do, vagine or no.
Can they? We'll see.
Shockingly enough, he actually approved of that rebuttal.
Yes.
I don't know if
Speak then.
yeah, he's done.
Then I suggest we move on.
I'm out.
As you wish.
Was not expecting to be confronted by Sten in the middle of camp, but whatever. Hey, buddy. Looking good. Actually, I think if I have lightning crystals, those look cooler. Because we are both short-sighted and selfish. And we demand awesome. Or maybe it's only the bigger ones that look cooler. He's just kind of geode right now.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
I think they're pretty.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Apparently Shale is quite vain, which is adorable. What's with this heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Won't we be right next to your stain, buddy?
I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Oops. So I gained 6 points only to lose 5. I expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master.
That's creepy.
Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks if it likes.
I do love limericks. Are they dirty?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Well. Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
Being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions.
Poop.
Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Despite its bitching, +8. Alright.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus. I have some questions.
it doesn't have better things to do.
Not even one. What's the deal with the crystals?
I like to think of them as accessories.
What do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, okay. So they're decoration?
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you want more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
Oh, I always have more. So, former master, dead, huh?
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such?
Whoa.
I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague, but not non-existent.
Clever and true.
Eh.
Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Alter you? Why? You're fine as you are.
Flattery, and obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Shut up.
He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
What do you remember next?
And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
It's depressing. You didn't wonder where he'd gone?
Wonder? I was glad that he was gone. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed, an acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
I like him already. So it could happen again, huh?
Frightened by the prospect, is it? It should be.
Thanks.
Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Can't tell who's more dangerous, the Kunari who hates me or the Golem who hates me. Oh, what a ragtag bunch of awesome. I was just curious.
And now it knows, and doesn't it feel better? Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Oddly enough, 5 points of approval. So at least, I don't know, he kind of, I don't understand him at all. Sten hates me for being a woman, but is completely humorless, and Shale is utterly sarcastic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Still questions?
It doesn't have better things to do.
Still no. How'd you end up in Honnleath?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the mage Wilhelm, he brought me.
Just
As
lifted
I
you?
recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Golem snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Do you remember anything before that?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, no, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Do you know how old you are?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
This is basically how I would be if I became a golem. Like, eternity is bullshit and I would just stop paying attention. It's awesome. Why were you in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
How do you shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste. And then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice.
Ooh.
What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
You didn't like Wilhelm, I guess.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
The wife sold it, I think.
Hag.
Okay.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Yes, I love chats. I'm a big fan of chats. Alright, I'm gonna sell some shit. And then we are going to head out of camp.